Hello, this is the Watchdog. Welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Paazomu 614. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Cadison C8216, and Grego's wearing my WM watch, WM157. Grego said that Princess Leia and Wrecker from the Bad Batch are going to have a debate for the upcoming Chancellor election. I asked Grogu if Wrecker was a master debater. Grogu said, "Isn't that kind of personal?" All right, let's take a look at the watch. It comes in this box. The box was damaged in transition, but nobody cares because this box is pretty much worthless anyway. I only kept the box because of this review. And here it is, the Paazomu. Paazomu? Paazomu? I don't know how to pronounce it. This is the first Paazomu on my channel. The name sounds like a magic word a genie would use. This is an ultra affordable quartz homage to a Patek Nautilus 5711. I already reviewed several similar watches from other brands such as Nabasi, and this one seems no better or worse. This watch comes in 5 different colorways. If you don't like the blue I chose, there's also a black or a turquoise. If gold is your thing, you can get black or blue with the gold tone case. The watch is 39.4 millimeters if you measure at the flats of the bezel, but 43 millimeters if you measure from crown guard to ear. It's 48.1 millimeters long if you don't count the fixed protruding end links. It's only 10.4 millimeters thick, so it's pretty thin. It's 24 millimeters where the bracelet meets the case, and it tapers down to 18 at the clasp. It weighs 113 grams on the supplied hollow bracelet with 3 links removed. Then we have the bezel. This one and also the other ultra affordable 5711 homages I've reviewed before have a very thin bezel compared to a real 5711. Then we have the dial. I like the dial. It's a teak dial with gradient effect. And it's blue. It has a pretty good color to it. And then we have the little dots for the minute markers. And then we have the baton indices. And we have a double at the 12. Then we have the Paazomu name and logo up top. No mention of quartz on the bottom, but you can tell it's quartz because of the ticks. And no mention of water resistance either, but you get your basic 30. And then we have a date at the 3. And then we have the Rolex style hands with the fence post minute hand, Mercedes hour hand, and the lollipop second hand. Then we have a unsigned push-pull crown. The crown action is fairly loose, but when you go to set it, as long as you're careful, well, you get a slight jump. Not a huge jump, but a slight jump. So I've seen a lot worse jumps. So I think it's close enough where you can set it accurately enough not to care. And then we have the crystal. It's mineral glass. It's flat. Does the job. Nothing special about it. Nothing bad about it. And then we have the case. And as you see, the case is an alloy, but it has a matte finish instead of shiny. And it kind of, I like the finish. It just looks a little bit different than your typical shiny chrome-plated alloy. So, but these end links here are part of the case. And these little grooves here are just fake. This end link is not removable, does not articulate. Once again, part of the case. And these ears and crown guards are all one piece, where actual real 5711, they're separate pieces. Then we have the case back. The case back is a press-on. It says stainless steel back, which is a good tell that the rest is not. And then it says water resistant. And if you don't get meters on a water resistant, that means 30. Then it says Paazomu, and it has the logo. Underneath the case back is the SL28 quartz movement. This is your very affordable quartz movement that you see in a lot of watches in this price range. There's nothing wrong with it. At least you can see that the second hand is mostly hitting the marks. And once again, the crown action isn't great, but it's not horrible either. So you can set it fairly accurately as long as you're careful. Then we have the bracelet. The bracelet is a hollow, and it looks like an H-link, but it's not. This is all fake. It's all one piece. It does not articulate like a true H-link. And but they do make the center portion polished where the other is matte, so it does make it look like it's a real H-link, but it's not. Now, the one bad thing, though, is since it has these fake end links, you can't remove them. And so, otherwise, you could put a PRX-style strap on this watch. But because of that, you can only put a Nautilus-style strap. Let me find one, and I'll show you. See, it looks like that would work. But yeah, don't ever try a bracelet because that would be too unforgiving. But you could probably put a strap on this. The trouble is, though, because of this style rather than the PRX style, the end links, you're at the mercy of them coming out. You can use a little Loctite probably for the push pins. Then we have the clasp. It's a butterfly clasp, and that means no micro adjust. And there's no half links either. And we also have push pin adjusters, not screw pins. You're never going to find screw pins on a $10 watch. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks and wears nice. It's nice and thin, so it wears nice and flat on the wrist. And I removed 3 links. So you can probably wear this if you're 8 1/4. Otherwise, you're going to need more links. And of course, this is a $10 watch. So if you need more links, just order 2 of them and rob the links off of one and put a strap on the other. Here we're in the loom room. This is a $10 AliExpress watch, so I don't expect much, but sometimes I am surprised. As we speed up the time, we see a pretty good green glow from the indices. Unfortunately, the hands are fading much faster. If the hands kept up, I would rate this loom as decent or at least so-so, but since the hands are what matter, it is just bad loom. What do I like about this watch? Well, it looks and wears nice. I like this gradient teak dial. I think they did a good job with that. And the second hand hits the marks. What are my gripes and groans? Fake H-link bracelet with fake end links. The bezel is just really thin. It doesn't look like a real Nautilus bezel. And the hand loom doesn't keep up with the indices. Do I recommend this watch? Sure, despite the goofy name, it does look and wear nice and is only $10. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Paazomu 614, and I'll be back with another review. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link, and I'll get a tiny commission, but those tiny commissions do add up. Bye.